Hey, Cowboys Nation. This is Cowboys Wire News, your home for breaking news, smart analysis, rumors, and film room insights. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a snap. Let's talk America's team. The sports world has been buzzing nonstop ever since the news broke. Brandon AIYUK, the talented wide receiver known for his explosive plays and relentless work ethic, has officially been announced as a new member of the Dallas Cowboys. This isn't just a regular signing. It feels like a seismic shift in the NFL landscape, one that could immediately alter the dynamics of the Cowboys' offense. Fans, analysts, and rival teams alike are scrambling to process what this means for the upcoming season, and social media has been lit with speculation about how AIYUK will fit into the already high-octane attack that Dallas is trying to perfect. There's an undeniable sense of excitement, bordering on hysteria, as people dissect every possible formation, every potential quarterback connection, and every matchup nightmare that AIYUK could create for opposing defenses. Some are already imagining him as the missing piece that elevates the Cowboys from contenders to undeniable championship favorites. The chatter isn't limited to performance alone. It extends to branding, merchandise sales, and the broader cultural impact, as AIYUK's flair and personality resonate both on and off the field. Analysts have started theorizing that his ability to stretch the field could open up the playbook in ways we haven't yet seen. Rumors of Dallas making a move for a top-tier wide receiver had been circulating for weeks, but nobody expected it to be Brandon AIYUK, a player whose combination of speed, agility, and football IQ has long made him a standout in the league. Scouts who have followed his career point out that AIYUK isn't just a deep threat. He excels in yards after catch, finding space in the tightest coverage zones, and consistently turning what seem like average receptions into game-changing plays. The Cowboys front office clearly recognized that the offense needed a spark, someone who could instantly complement the team's existing core while keeping defensive coordinators guessing week after week. Fans have flooded online forums and comment sections, theorizing how AIYUK's arrival might impact the team's draft strategy, roster adjustments, and even the dynamics of the locker room. Some suggest this is a bold statement by Dallas, signaling that they're not just playing for playoff appearances, they're aiming for a Super Bowl run. The timing couldn't be more critical. With the season looming, integrating a player like AIYUK presents challenges, but the potential upside seems almost limitless, sparking debates that will dominate sports media cycles for months. There's an undeniable buzz around how Brandon AIYUK will mesh with the Cowboys quarterback, with many predicting instant chemistry that could transform the passing game into a high-flying spectacle. Observers note that his route-running precision, combined with his natural ability to read defenses, creates opportunities for explosive plays that could force opposing teams into constant adjustments. The locker room atmosphere is reportedly electric, with teammates expressing enthusiasm for the new addition and analysts suggesting that morale could be significantly boosted by such a high-profile signing. In addition to his on-field contributions, AIYUK brings a level of professionalism and charisma that resonates with both teammates and fans, creating a narrative that extends beyond simple statistics. The social media frenzy surrounding the signing includes viral clips of past highlights, fan art, and heated debates about where he'll line up in the rotation. The Cowboys coaching staff is reportedly already developing specialized packages to leverage AIYUK's versatility, imagining ways to exploit matchups and keep defenses off balance. Even casual observers are talking about the potential for AIYUK to redefine the offensive identity of the team, positioning Dallas as a squad that not only competes but dominates at an unprecedented level, making this announcement feel like the start of a thrilling new chapter. Analysts have pointed out that AIYUK's presence could change how opponents approach the Cowboys entirely, forcing defensive coordinators to rethink coverages and blitz schemes on a weekly basis. His ability to attack both the sideline and the middle of the field creates a dual-threat dynamic that complicates game planning, making him a nightmare matchup for even the most disciplined secondary units. The ripple effects of this signing extend beyond immediate tactical concerns. Merchandise sales are expected to soar, fan engagement is skyrocketing, and media coverage has intensified, giving the Cowboys a spotlight that stretches across sports and mainstream culture alike. Speculation about how AIYUK will integrate into Dallas's existing hierarchy has sparked heated debates, with some predicting he will immediately command top targets and redefine the team's offensive philosophy. The excitement isn't just theoretical. Practice sessions and training camps are already being dissected, with insiders suggesting that AIYUK's energy and competitive fire are instantly elevating the intensity of every drill. The broader narrative emerging is that Dallas isn't just acquiring a player. They're making a statement, signaling ambition, urgency, and a commitment to redefining what it means to be a championship-caliber offense in the modern NFL, turning the rumor mill into a whirlwind of anticipation. Speculation about the Cowboys' future offensive schemes with AIYUK has ignited countless discussions among experts, who are theorizing that his arrival could allow for more complex, unpredictable play calling. His skill set provides opportunities for innovative formations, including motion plays, deep crossing routes, and quick-hitting screen passes that could exploit mismatches at every level. There's even talk that AIYUK's versatility could relieve pressure on other star receivers, creating a more balanced attack that forces defenses to spread thin, while also enhancing the impact of the running game by drawing coverage away from the line of scrimmage. Fans are eagerly anticipating the first preseason appearances, with social media flooded by projections, highlight compilations, and scenario simulations. Rumors about potential record-breaking performances, instant touchdowns, and game-altering plays dominate conversations, as if every snap could be historic with AIYUK in the lineup. The integration process will require careful management, as coaching staff work to align his strengths with the team's strategic goals. Even casual observers sense that Dallas is entering a new era, one where offensive creativity, athleticism, and bold decision-making converge, and Brandon AIYUK is positioned right at the center, becoming a lightning rod for both excitement and speculation in ways that promise to dominate headlines for the foreseeable future. The sheer immediacy of the impact Brandon AIYUK is expected to have cannot be overstated, as analysts and insiders alike predict a transformation in how the Cowboys approach every offensive series. The excitement isn't limited to game day. Discussions about chemistry, playbook adjustments, and weekly strategies dominate sports programming, podcasts, and fan conversations across the country. Some speculate that AIYUK's arrival could redefine matchups, force other teams to alter defensive priorities, and even influence the mental approach of the Cowboys roster. Every highlight reel from his previous seasons is being dissected, with social media highlighting explosive cuts, contested catches, and breakaway runs as evidence of his game-changing potential. Rumors have also emerged suggesting that his presence might influence the development of younger receivers, who could benefit from mentoring and competition, raising the overall level of play throughout the squad. There's a growing narrative that Dallas's offensive philosophy is entering a period of radical evolution, one fueled by speed, precision, and versatility, with Brandon AIYUK as a central catalyst. In essence, what began as a routine roster announcement has morphed into a full-blown conversation about dominance, innovation, and the tantalizing possibility of a season in which the Cowboys' offense becomes as feared as it is admired across the league. The conversations surrounding Brandon AIYUK's arrival in Dallas have reached fever pitch, with insiders suggesting that his role could extend far beyond traditional wide receiver duties, potentially transforming the team's offensive identity into something unrecognizable from past seasons. Analysts are speculating about innovative alignment strategies, envisioning AIYUK moving across the formation to exploit mismatches, running jet sweeps, and creating opportunities that force defensive coordinators to adjust every snap. Rumors even hint at potential trick plays designed specifically to leverage his speed and football IQ, turning what would normally be routine drives into highlight reel sequences capable of demoralizing opponents. Fans have latched onto the notion that AIYUK's presence could spark a renaissance for the Cowboys, one where excitement, unpredictability, and elite athleticism converge in a way that drives stadium attendance, television ratings, and social media engagement to unprecedented levels. The dialogue in sports circles suggests that AIYUK could immediately influence the chemistry between quarterback and receiving core, elevating not only his own stats, but also those of his teammates, creating a ripple effect across the entire offense. Even casual observers are joining the speculation, imagining the potential for record-breaking performances, highlight reel catches, and game-altering sequences that could define a new era in Dallas football, making every passing down a source of tension and thrill. Beyond the tactical implications, The buzz around Brandon AIYUK's signing extends into the cultural and commercial dimensions of the Dallas Cowboys, highlighting how a single acquisition can reverberate far beyond the field. Merchandise sales, ticket demand, and media attention are all expected to surge, with fans eager to associate themselves with a player who embodies both athletic excellence and charismatic flair. The rumor mill is overflowing with scenarios about how AIYUK's presence could inspire teammates, particularly younger receivers, to elevate their own performance in practice and games, potentially accelerating the development of future stars within the organization. Social media has erupted with fan-created highlight reels, memes, and projections, each iteration feeding into a collective excitement that positions the signing as more than a roster move. It is a narrative pivot capable of reshaping perceptions of the franchise. Analysts speculate that this could even impact the team's draft strategy, salary cap considerations, and long-term roster planning, as Dallas appears committed to building around a dynamic, versatile offensive core. The discussions underscore a broader truth in modern sports. A single player, carefully selected and strategically integrated, can catalyze transformations both on the field and in the public consciousness, and Brandon AIYUK seems poised to fulfill that role for the Cowboys with immediate, electrifying effect. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. As training camps approach, speculation intensifies regarding how Brandon AIYUK will be deployed in various offensive sets, with whispers of specialized packages designed exclusively to exploit his unique skill set dominating discussion. Observers suggest that his ability to shift seamlessly between deep routes, intermediate zones, and short yardage screens provides the Cowboys with unmatched flexibility, enabling coordinators to create schemes that can adapt mid-drive based on defensive alignments. Rumors also abound about the psychological impact on opposing teams, with suggestions that AIYUK's reputation for explosive plays could force defenders to overcommit, opening up opportunities for other skill players and potentially changing the tempo of the entire game. Analysts are already theorizing about metrics that could quantify his influence, from yards after catch to contested reception ratios, highlighting how even advanced statistics may underestimate his real-time impact on defensive game planning. The locker room dynamic is another focal point of speculation, with insiders hinting that AIYUK's work ethic and leadership potential could foster a competitive yet cohesive environment, inspiring veterans and rookies alike to elevate their preparation and execution. In essence, every facet of Dallas offense, from strategic schematics to player mentality, is rumored to be under transformation, with Brandon AIYUK acting as the fulcrum of this evolution, igniting both hope and speculation at levels rarely seen in the NFL. The impact of Brandon AIYUK's signing also reverberates through league-wide conversations, with rival teams suddenly recalibrating their defensive strategies to anticipate the challenges he presents. Rumors suggest that coaches are considering double coverage adjustments, pre-snap shifts, and even exotic blitz packages aimed at neutralizing AIYUK's influence, creating a domino effect that could redefine weekly matchups across the NFC. Analysts point out that his speed and route precision not only threaten the immediate defensive assignments, but also indirectly affect the timing and execution of the running game, offensive line adjustments, and quarterback decision-making. Social media speculation is at a fever pitch, with fans creating detailed diagrams, hypothetical highlight reels, and dream scenarios illustrating how a single explosive play could alter the momentum of crucial games. The chatter isn't limited to just the tactical. It extends to narrative framing, with sports media outlets framing AIYUK as a transformative figure capable of shaping the identity of the Cowboys for years to come. Rumors also suggest that his presence may have an energizing effect on the stadium atmosphere itself, creating an aura of anticipation and intensity that could influence home field advantage in ways that are difficult to quantify but impossible to ignore. Essentially, every ripple from this signing seems to generate waves of strategic, cultural, and emotional consequence across the league. There is also intense speculation regarding how Brandon AIYUK's arrival could redefine the Cowboys' offensive tempo, potentially pushing the team toward a faster, more unpredictable style of play. Analysts suggest that incorporating his abilities might lead to quicker snaps, more aggressive downfield attempts, and diversified motion schemes, forcing defenses into constant reactive adjustments. Rumors are swirling about the creation of specialized plays designed to maximize his yards-after-catch potential, as well as the possibility of AIYUK being used in situational trick plays or gadget formations that add an element of surprise to high-stakes moments. Fans are predicting highlight-filled sequences that could become instant viral moments, and social media is overflowing with speculative commentary on how this might affect quarterback timing, wide receiver rotations, and overall scoring output. Insider chatter also emphasizes that the impact may extend to team morale, as the addition of a player with AIYUK's work ethic and competitive drive could heighten practice intensity, inspire younger teammates, and cultivate a sense of urgency that permeates every aspect of preparation. As a result, speculation isn't just about on-field results. It's about a potential cultural shift within the team, one where innovation, agility, and confidence define the essence of the Dallas offense in the coming season. That's a wrap from Cowboys Wire News. For breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.